This is the real truth about the Naira redesign. The CBN said that they were redesigning the Naira, or maybe recoloring the Naira. They just put it on the Snapchat filter or something, change the color, so that the value of the Naira can go up against the US dollar, which is like the world tender. But this is the real truth. Let's really check. Is this going to help the Naira? Someone was a governor, a former governor of Nigeria, was doing a course in the abroad. And while he was in class, the lecturer kept, because it was a business course, the lecturer kept giving examples from different countries, from the US, from Europe, and all their economies. And then at a point, he raised his hand and said, "Sir, I'm here from Africa, particularly from Nigeria, to learn about things I can use in my economy. But all the examples you're giving are not from my own country." So the lecturer said, "Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize." And, class went on. After the class, he told him, he said, "Walk with me." They went on a walk, and on that walk, the lecturer gave this guy a Naira note and a USD note. And he said, "Choose one." Of course, sharp guy, sharp Nigerian guy, chose the USD. And then the lecturer said, "This is why your economy keeps going down, because everyone in your country prefers the money from other countries, prefer other currencies as opposed to your own currency." So let's tell ourselves the truth. Will the redesign of the Naira actually affect its value? My answer is no. They say that they are redesigning it for two things. Number one, to mop up excess cash that is in circulation, reduce corruption. And then number two, to, I don't know what number two is. But I think that that's the only hope that they have to help the Naira. But let's be honest ourselves. The corrupt money that is out there will probably never come back in, and so will become useless. But if corruption itself does not end, after a while, after a few months with corruption going on, in fact, once the new Naira comes in, all those corrupt guys would bounce on it and go and recover all the money that they lost with the previous one. So what's going to happen is we're just going to reboot corruption. We're just rebooting corruption. We're not actually clearing it out and clearing its effect on the currency. All right, so what they will just do is go back and steal more money. Why? Because corruption itself has not been affected. So this will not influence the value of the Naira. It may for a little while, but with corruption still in existence and still predominating or dominating, it will change things. Number two reason why I think that the redesign of the Naira will do absolutely nothing to the value of the currency is because everyone knows it. The average Nigerian prefers the dollar to the Naira. The average Nigerian will prefer to buy something that is made in America, made in Taiwan, made in China, made even in India, than to buy what is made in Nigeria. And that's the major problem. Until Nigeria becomes a producer and not a consumer, we will be poor. I mean, even a baby will tell you, exaggerating, even a child will tell you that money flows to producers. All right, so who do you give money to? Someone who produces something and gives that thing, gives you value. So if all Nigerians are always giving our money to the producers outside Nigeria, it means that all our currency, Naira, whether it's blue, red, white, yellow, colorless, will always be converted to USD, increasing the demand for USD and reducing the value of the Naira. So this is what I think that the government should do. You have to make Nigeria a more producing nation than a more consuming nation. Establish systems in place that will help Nigerians to produce more than they consume. The truth is that Nigerians are very, very industrious. So if Nigerians can make shoes in Aba, for example, like they are already doing, put systems in place for ease of distribution, put systems in place for them to be registered and for them to have a brand of their own, give them incentives to advertise and to, put a brand to their name. Nigerians are good with furniture. We have these raw materials already. Help us to now begin to produce. Make sure that everything that we use in Nigeria, because we have the population, everything we use in Nigeria is produced in Nigeria. That way, our currency remains within our country and doesn't go out. And then what will happen is, because naturally it will grow, before long people in Ghana, in Seme and all those other places will be buying from us, and then possibly we will even be exporting to people outside Nigeria. Another thing that you can do is ensure that those things that are already being exported to people outside Nigeria, take advantage of the japa thing that is going on. Nigerians outside Nigeria need Nigerian foods. Put a system in place to help the export of these foods, such that not only Nigerians outside Nigeria will have it available to them, even non-Nigerians outside Nigeria will also have it available to them. We can become a highly producing nation if our Naira can become better if we start prioritizing production above consumption. Right now, this is what this amount now, I think this is about 150k or so, is just this. And even if this currency, if this was blue or red or yellow or white, it will change absolutely nothing except we start producing. So please, Nigerian government, I love my country. I don't plan on jackpotting. I don't plan on changing my nationality. I want to be Nigerian forever. But money only flows to those who produce, and then flows out of the hands of the consumer. So make us a producing nation. My name is Femi Adisa. I'm the head coach of the Biblical Billionaire Club, and I'll see you in the next video. Before we go into the real truth of the redesign of the Naira, there's something I want you to redesign for me, all right? I want you to change the color of the like button on this video. Just tap it, give it a gentle tap, and you'll see the color change like magic, man. Just like Snapchat filter. Just like what they did to the Naira, all right? Just tap it and you see the color change. And if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, I'm wondering why you are not. We share business lessons at least once every week on this channel. So click the red button, subscribe, and then I'll be here teaching you the tips and tricks that you need to make a lot of money.